Hello, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to Sunday. Welcome to Random Pick Day. Now, I've decided that what I wanted to go for was a squad that's not going to be like super expensive, but of a relative level. So I asked the question in the comments the other day on one of my other videos, how many coins have you got? And a lot of the people were saying like way above 500k, even way above a million, and I can see that that's the case. So I think today's squad is going to be somewhere between 500k and a million, and I'm going to go with special items between 50 and 100k as my three players. I choose Yarmolenko's ones to watch as my first random pick player out of all of the guys on this page, just because I feel like he's someone that I remember enjoying at the start of the game. I want to see how time's moved on. Is he still any good? And then on page number 4, yeah, of course we could go Inform Alessandrini because he's always a great option. Nearly went Lingard, but I've not used the 86 rated Insigne, and I've been torn apart by him quite a few times, so was looking forward to trying out this guy, a different player that I'm not necessarily used to on the game. And then third and final player then is going to be, nearly went Aaron Moy, because I know how good his second inform is, but someone I've not touched or used on this game whatsoever is Oxlade-Chamberlain's inform. Now, it's 83 rated, and he looks like a bit of a beast, and it's only once I got him in the team did I realise he's also a 4-star skill and weak foot player, so I'll take that all day long, that is for sure. So, we need to now create a squad, as always, and I'm going to be going for, well, this is the 20th episode, so that's what we name it. I'm going to go for a 4-5-1. Now, that's a weird formation, but it allows me to fit a few different leagues and whatnot into the squad, and overall I really enjoy the look of the team that we've got going here. So the three players that are going to feature are going to be playing here, of course. Right mid for Yarmolenko, right cam for Oxlade-Chamberlain because he comes out of packs as a centre mid, but a lot of people move him up to striker because of the pace and dribbling that he's got, and then of course left midfield for Insigne. Now, the whole team looks a bit like this. So I've gone for Inform Asenjo as my goalkeeper today. I've wanted to use him for a little while. And of course, he gets a strong link to someone else I've really wanted to use for a while. Second Inform Nacho Fernandez. This guy looks like a beast. Complete beast. Apart from the fact that he's really short. Now, will that matter? I don't really know. We'll find out today. Partner him up alongside transferred Mark Bartra, or you could get the Dortmund Bartra in there because he would link off to Piszczek. I just had one in my club already. So Piszczek's in there to get Kem to Yarmolenko. Gulam's in there to get that strong link to Insigne. And in the 4-5-1, obviously that's a good thing because they only need one strong link to each other. Now, in the midfield, I've got 2 Man United players getting Kem to each other, and then 2 Liverpool players, but 4 from the Prem, so they get enough Kem between them. And of course, you know, Herrera links to the Spaniards in defence. Ibra and Herrera are my 2 Man Uniteds, and then we have Salah from Liverpool, Player of the Month version, which of course at this point in time is not exactly the highest rated version on the game. We have Lorenzo Insigne, 86 rated in form, 91 pace, 90 dribbling, 84 passing. Shooting looks a little bit off, and he's only 5'4". High medium work rates. He's got 4-star skill moves, and I'm not sure. Like he's tiny, so is he going to perform well, or is that going to ruin him in game? Find out. And then Yarmolenko, kind of the opposite, right? Like not quite as quick, still very good on the ball, but he's 6'2". He's also a 5-star skiller with only a 2-star weak foot. And I'm pretty sure that that will come into play in this game. Oxlade-Chamberlain then, our third and final random pick player. He's 83 rated, and of course this has boosted his Path to Glory version as well. So if you do have that awesome colour card, then that will have been boosted up to an 83 just like this. But 90 pace, 88 dribbling, 80 passing, 77 shooting on him. I think he'll do fine in that cam spot. And then I think for one of the games that I played here, I did switch things up, and of course like Ox went up front, so did Insigne, Yarmo came cam, but that was only for one of the games. So the rest of them I did decide to leave it as the 4-5-1 just to see how it would play. And I've got to be honest, like, I've done this before where I've played with a 4-5-1 in the random pick, and I've said just how terrible it is, and it just doesn't work, and it's just a god-awful formation. But this time around, I actually kind of loved it. I don't know if it's whether the gameplay is different on the patch and now you can utilize a formation like this. I don't know. Obviously, it's not going to be my most highly recommended formation because there are, 4-1-2-1-2, 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2 even on this game this year. It seems to be very popular amongst the pros. So... yeah, like 4-5-1, you don't ever really see anyone using that, but it worked quite well for me today. It was very wide, and it led to me like crossing the ball in quite a lot because, of course, with Insigne, with Yarmolenko out so wide on the pitch, it meant that, well, I had lots of space and then there was people in the middle. But a lot of the time, Ibra was getting his headers in. Salah and Oxlade-Chamberlain, who are also in the middle, aren't obviously great in the air, so that didn't really help them much. And in those situations, I just tried to drill the ball into the middle and then do what I could with them from them running with the ball, using the pace, using the dribbling, that sort of thing. And as you'll see, like, we're getting goals left, right and centre with basically everyone. I had a really good time using the team, which is a first this week. I've definitely been struggling on Ultimate Team for the last couple of weeks since the patch, and I've had some tips from you guys in the comments, and I do greatly appreciate that, about how it's now a little bit more possession based and you need to try and slow things down a little bit. I'm like a bull in a china shop, I'm like rushing to try and force goals all the time. And that's obviously not how it's working at this point in time. You can score multiple goals in a game, but I guess, thinking about it, I guess maybe I was scoring quite a lot of kickoff goals, really early goals in games. You'll often see clips from previous videos where a lot of the goals I score were like in the first or second minute. So I obviously go from kickoff and score a goal, and obviously that doesn't happen as much anymore. It still happens from time to time, but I guess games are slightly lower scoring than they were before. I don't know if not for every game, but obviously the kickoff goals have been somewhat eradicated. But in general, I got on with everyone here. Yarmolenko is a little bit wasted out on that right-hand side. For some reason, I seem to get a bit more involved with Insigne on the left. Whether or not his added pace and stuff came into play there. He dragged himself into the middle a little bit more, or I was able to get on the ball and go for an attacking run with him. That could possibly be the case. But, Yarmolenko just... for some reason got a little bit stuck out there on the right hand side, and of course he's extremely left footed, so there were chances where Insigne took the ball down the left, whipped it really high over in the box to the back post. Yarmolenko's there, he didn't go for the header, he goes for a right footed volley, and I've either smashed it way over the bar or I've completely air kicked it because that 2-star weak foot's coming into effect and he just hasn't got the techers to finish it. So overall with this team, I did have fun, and I've got to say, I've got a new favourite centre-back, and we'll talk about him in a minute, but Asenjo in goal seems like a very good option. I like him, 86 rated overall, he costs about 40k, and he does a good job in goal, one of the better Spanish goalkeepers I've used. Right back, left back, can't complain. Didn't do anything stand out, but didn't make many mistakes. Bartra was pretty good, but Nacho Fernandez, second in form, is a complete gem. I really, really like him. And of course, because not many people cross the ball anymore, people do tend to play that 4-1-2-1-2 formation. It means that there's less crossing and you don't need as much height in the centre-back spot, from what I can tell anyway. But yeah, very interesting player. I like him a lot. Herrera does well, Ibra does really well, and of course he's my aerial player because everyone else around there is more technical. Salah, great player. He is just going to be a madness whenever he gets a proper boost, whether or not it might have already came by the time you're watching this video, but I don't think it will have. Obviously, we're talking about ratings refresh in the near future. Insigne, 4.5-star value for money, 8.5 out of 10. A very, very much above average record for him, or rating for him. The record doesn't look that amazing, but a couple of his goals came off of defenders' feet and stuff, so they count as own goals. Similar thing for Yarmolenko and for Oxlade-Chamberlain, actually. But Yarmo's going to get a 3.5-star value for money, 7.5 out of 10. So just that little notch above average, because, like I said, he got a little dragged out there on the right-hand side. And I feel like at this point in time on FIFA, he needs another special card to almost get himself up to that usable level. And then Ox, for me, fantastic player. Really, really enjoyed him. 5-star value for money, 9 out of 10. He actually performed insanely well and is a very quick, amazing player on the ball. 4-star skills and weak foot. Seems to have that lucky factor of winning the ball, you know, the bit of the bullshit factor. And yeah, I can't speak highly enough about my experience with Oxlade-Chamberlain today. If that teaches me anything, it's that I need to go out and get this path to glory, so that if he does well for Liverpool or, you know, for England in the summer and stuff, that would boost and give him an even higher rating, which could be pretty nice. So that is my Sunday video for you guys today. That is the random pick. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Let's try and push towards 1,000 likes today, guys. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a good day, most importantly, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.